is a thing we've seen from him multiple times. Was a leading scorer for the Knights a season ago. 3-point setup for Mark Ellis, but unable to get it to him. Jaron Sabis on the drive, able to go through contact and put it in. The freshman from Urbandale able to capitalize. He's got 4 points now.
6'1" guard taking it down. Ooh.
Cam Kickbush with a steal and goes the other way. Another freshman for this team out of Gladbrook-Rhinebeck High School in Rhinebeck, Iowa. Some we've seen from the Knights over the last couple years, a lot of young players getting playing time. A year ago, Ty Puccio and Cliff Brown and Nate Wasey were the freshmen receiving the playing time. This year it appears it is Cam Kickbush and Jaron Sabis who have given some solid minutes to the Knights. You had to see anything from Logan Pitts, one of only 2 seniors on this team that generally see playing time. Now coming into the game is another sophomore on this roster, Sawyer Herman, first time I've seen him play this year. I think this might actually be the first time I've actually seen him appear in a varsity basketball game. It's inbounded to Rose, thrown over to Sandorn, excuse me. Rose to Rose, guarded by Herman. Back over to Rose, and Rose shoots it. It's a miss and rebounded by Kickbush. Gets it over to Herman, back to Kickbush. It's missed, but going up strong for the putback was Ty Puccio, unable to corral it. And it's Rose throwing it deep to Shatterdon, and he's fouled by Herman on the spin move. There'll be a shooting foul on there, as it looked like he was appearing to gather to go up for a shot attempt.
The Knights are also sitting at 6 team fouls so far this quarter.
First free throw attempt from Shatterdon, rims in and out. Shatterdon comes into today's game shooting 58% from the free throw line, so not the best of free throw shooters. And he'll show that by missing both of them. It's almost rebounded by Sanborn, but tipped out of bounds off Sanborn. The refs see it. Not happy with the call, and he'll run down, putting his jersey in his mouth to avoid from saying anything he'll regret. It'll be Kickbush bringing the ball down. Joined on the court is Mark Ellis, Nate Wasey, Sawyer Herman, and Ty Puccio. It's a 3-point attempt from Sawyer Herman. Missed, and it goes off Frelick's hand, and it's out of bounds to the Knights. Mark Ellis, the only upperclassman out there on the court for the Knights, joined by 2 sophomores and 2 freshmen. Kickbush trying to set something up, looking to get the ball in down low. It's a 3-point attempt for Mark Ellis, and it's good. He twinkles the twine, and he knocks down his first 3 of the game. Cam Kickbush matched up against Eichton, who just came back into the game. Frelick's matched up against Sawyer Herman, aggressive defender. Great pass there from Frelick, and it's blocked on the Sanborn shot attempt. It's Ty Puccio going up to meet him at the rim. Comes down, and it goes out of bounds off Puccio. It'll stay with the Vikings. It's inbounded to Sanborn, on the top of the key. Thrown over to Eichton. Low trying to get it down low to Shatterbond. It's Rose over on the side. He'll drive. Loses the ball. Eichton comes up with it, puts up a shot attempt, and he gets it to go. Lead now 19-15 for the Knights with just under 11 minutes left in the first half. Mark Ellis with it on the wing. Coming off the screen, rejects the screen and goes towards the basket. Looks for Puccio, but it's stolen by Eichton. Eichton takes it, and it's a blocking foul against Puccio. Tried to take the charge, but was able to get set in time. That's the first foul against the sophomore center. And it'll be Eichton going to the free throw line, looking to add 2 more to the visitor's score. First shot from Eichton is nothing but net. And back into the game for the Knights is number 23, Nick Weber, and number 24, Jordan Cannon, 2 of their junior guards. And into the game for the Vikings is number 11, Zach Brantz, and number 21, Walker Froling. Eichton's second shot is good, cutting the lead now 19-17 with 10:45 left in the first half. Nick Weber brings it down off the screen, from Puccio. Gets it over to Jordan Cannon. Another screen from Puccio. Gets it over to Sawyer Hermit. And it's another screen from Puccio. Gets over to Nate Wasey. And Puccio is a screen machine out there, setting some great screens and allowing Wasey to drive. He'll hit a little left-handed floater. Tough shot there, but he's able to knock it down. Press now for Nick Weber going against Eichton. Frolics is able to catch it. And he'll travel before he can get his shuffle move started. So to go back to the Knights as they're up now by 4.
We saw that good-looking shot from Nate Wasey. He leads the team now. That was his 4th and 5th point of the night on that last basket. So he's actually tied, with Jordan Cannon with 5 points on the night.
And it's Nick Weber cutting to the basket. He'll put it in to bring the lead now to 6 for the Knights. 3 players we talked about in the pregame were Cannon, Wasey, and Weber, and they've combined for 16 of the Knights' first 23.
Weber just surpassing those 2 guys that I mentioned. That was good for his 6th point of the game.
It's stolen by Wasey, gone down, and finds Weber for a basket. Sorry for interrupting, Sam.
That's all right. That's 8 points for Nick Weber now. So he's really making a statement for himself as the team's leading scorer here in the first half.
The 3-point attempt for Eichton, it's no good. Rebounded by Shatterdon. Throws it off Ty Puccio's leg. A good play there from Shatterdon. He's able to keep the ball here for the Vikings.
Yeah, good, smart play there by Shatterdon. What you want to do when you're in a situation like that, you can't really hold on to it because the jump ball, the possession arrow is in the favor of the Knights right now. So in a situation like that, you really have no other choice but to throw it off the leg of the guy that's standing right above you.
The inbounds pass is stolen by Sawyer Herman. Going the other way, it's Nate Wasey trying to pass it out, and he's fouled. It's the 4th team foul against the visiting Vikings, and it'll now be an inbounds play under their own basket for the Knights. Herman inbounding. Trying to get it in somewhere. He'll throw it out to their last option in Jordan Cannon. Nick Weber looking to set some offensively. Gets it to Herman. Over to Cannon. Over to Weber in the corner. And he'll launch a 3. And it's good. Now into double figures is the Knights point guard. And that brings the lead up to 11. 28-17 now in favor of the Knights. And head coach Greg Holtuter, will take a timeout for the Vikings. It's only a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. But how about the play of Nick Weber already here in the early play of today's game?
Nick Weber is averaging just over 14 points per game, and he's already up to 11 with 9 minutes to go in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see how many points he gets tonight. That'll certainly bring his average up.
In both games tonight, we've seen some great play from one of the leaders of each team. It was Kaylee Kladovo leading the way for the women's team in the first half with 14 points. And it's been the Nick Weber show so far here early on, as he's got 11, the same as a score differential between these two teams. It's Eichton bringing the ball up, being guarded by Weber. It's kind of insane the points that Weber will put up only playing 21 minutes a game. The ball will be tipped by a horde of Knights defenders. Looks like it appears that Wasey and Cannon both got a hand on the ball in that possession. Will end up going off Eichton's leg out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Knights.
You mentioned the minutes to points ratio. Neil Eichton, the point guard for the Vikings, is averaging over 30 minutes a game and is averaging almost 16 points per game. So Nick Weber is pretty close in the points per game category while averaging almost 9 minutes less than Eichton does. So that just shows his ability.
Jordan Cannon skies for a rebound and get it out to Weber. His three-point attempt will miss. And on the rebound attempt for the Knights, Cliff Brown will step out of bounds and the ball will go back to the Vikings. We saw some incredible athleticism across the board there for the Knights on that possession. Jordan Cannon may be only listed at 6'2", but probably one of the best dunkers for either team out there on the court. It's Freliks with the ball on the wing. Drives right at Weber, not able to get anything offensively. He'll throw up a tough shot attempt, and it's no good. Weber bringing the ball down. It's tipped, but he's able to recover. We'll get it out to Herman, who will drive. will drive and toss it out, and it's Weber for three from the corner, but he'll be a pump fake. Gets out to Jordan Cannon. Cannon will attempt a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Nate Waste. He'll put a layup in, and it's good. Lead now up to 13 for the Knights with under 8 minutes left in the first half. It's Rose bringing the ball down, guarded by Weber. Getting a play call in from head coach Greg Holtzhuter. It's Freliks driving on the switch. Pulls up over Cliff Brown. He's able to knock it down. That's his first basket of the game after 2 free throws earlier. Nick Weber with the ball. Gets it down low to Jordan Cannon. Tipped up. Almost goes in the basket off the tip. Going to be Freliks the other way. He's stripped by Wasted. It'll be a dunk here for Jordan Cannon. Showing springing out of a cannon, if you will, for that dunk right there.
This guy's a guard, folks, and he goes up and lays down a monster dunk, and he's going to do it again, it looks like. Or not.
It'll be a layup as he felt the pressure there. Smart to not go for the dunk attempt, and he's able to put it in. He's now up to 9 points for the game. And now the tremendous trio at guard for the Knights are up to 27 to 34 points after some great play. Freliks shot attempt will roll around the rim and not go out. Rebounded by a couple of people and fought for. Ends up in Froling's hands. Thrown down low, and it's stolen there by Cliff Brown. Pass attempt is tipped and caught by Rose. Rose will throw it up, and it's missed there by Brant, who will get a rebound and miss again. Rebounded hard by Herman. They'll take it back the other way, and it's Jordan Cannon in the corner.
Looks like Herman might have taken an elbow to the face on that last play, but he doesn't seem to be affected as he nails a three-pointer.
Sawyer Herman with his first basket of the game, and the lead is now up to 18 here for the Vikings. And it'll be another timeout for Holtzhuter, this time a full timeout, so we'll step away for 30 seconds. You're watching Wartburg Basketball and Wartburg Night Vision, powered by Waverly Utilities.